Hi guys, so now I'll show you what Studopia would actually look like when you sign up for us and what a video would actually consist of. So this is Unit 1 measurement for grade 10 math, and today we're going to do a quick concept and example on 1.1 and 1.2. So 1.1 and 1.2 is focusing on imperial units. Imperial units are units that are used by Americans, so inches, feet, yard, and miles. So some things to remember here is that inch is the smallest unit, foot is bigger than an inch, yard is bigger than a foot, and mile is bigger than a yard. So basically going down, we're going from the smallest unit to the largest unit, okay? Keep that in mind. So based on that, let me just show you some hands-on examples on how to use this to do unit conversions. So let's go to example 1. So question number 1 is asking us to convert 7 yards to inches. What I want you guys to think of is inches is our desired unit. The reason I call it desired is because this is our final endpoint. This is where we're trying to get to. So if you did 1a, we are starting off with 7 yards. We can also write that as 7 yards divided by 1 to put it in a fraction form. What is my desired unit, you guys? It's inches. So the desired unit always goes in the numerator, and the unit that you're trying to get rid of, which in our case is yards, will go in the denominator so that we can cancel the numerator and the denominator, okay? So now what do we know from our table here, conversion table? We know that 1 yard is equal to 36 inches. So what is the number in front of yard? It's 1. So in front of yard, you write 1. And what is the number in front of inches? It's 36. So in front of inches, you write 36. Very easy, but don't make a mistake. Make sure you're being consistent with what number needs to go where. So now the yards are going to cancel out, right? And we're left with multiply everything in the numerator and multiply everything in the denominator. So you're going to go 7 times 36 inches. And in the denominator, you just have 1 times 1, which really is just 1. 7 times 36 is going to give you 252 inches. That's the only unit remaining because we were able to cancel out the units we don't need anymore. So your answer should be 252. Now let's do 2a. So here they're asking us to convert 62 inches to yards, feet, and inches, right? So here our desired units are actually 3 because we need 3 of these. So now what we're going to do is we're going to start converting with the first desired unit. So we're going from 62 inches, and then we're trying to get rid of these inches so they go in the denominator. My first desired unit is yards, so I'm going to put it up here. What do I know again? 1 yard is 36 inches. The number in front of yard is 1. The number in front of inches is 36, so it goes down here. Cancel out inches, and what are you left with? 62 yards in the numerator, and then multiply everything in the denominator. That's 36. So if you plug it into your calculator, 62 divided by 36, you get 1.72 repeating. So what I want you to do from the 1.72 is keep the whole number, which is 1, okay? So we're going to keep that to the side and call it 1 yard because that's my first desired unit. And let's take the number that's not a whole number, so the decimal. So what I want you to do is whatever you have on your calculator, the whole thing, okay, not just 1.72, but everything that's on your calculator, and subtract it with the whole number that we just put away. When you do that, you should get 0.72 repeating, right? So now we're going to start off with the 0.72 repeating, but this time we have yards to begin with. And now we're going to go from the 7 repeating yards to our second desired unit, which is feet. So because feet is my desired unit, it goes to the top and yard in the bottom so we can cancel it out. But now going back to our table here, what is a conversion from feet to yard? We know that 1 yard is equal to 3 feet. So we know that 1 yard is equal to 3 feet. So what's the number in front of feet? 3. What's the number in front of the yard? 1. So we put it here. Cancel out your yards, okay? So now you're left with the feet. So now multiply everything that's in the numerator. So 0.72 repeating times 3, which is going to give you 2.16 repeating, but this time we have feet left. Bottom's just 1 times 1, so that's just 1. What do we do again? we keep the whole number and we put it to the side and we call it 2 feet, okay? Now, we do the same thing again. We take the number that's on the calculator, the whole thing, you guys, don't shorten it out, subtract it with the whole number that we just took out, and what should you get? You should get 0.16 repeating, and you're left with feet this time around. What's the third and the last desired unit here? Inches. So we are going to go and do 0.16 repeating feet. I want to try and cancel that out, so I put it in my denominator. My desired unit is inches, so that goes in the numerator. Now we find a conversion between inches to feet. We know that 1 feet should be equal to 12 inches. That just came from the conversion table here, so 1 feet is 12 inches. Now, what is the number in front of feet? 1. What's the number in front of inches? 12. So, cancel out your feet, multiply your numerators together, use a calculator if you need to, and this is going to be 2 inches. So see how we have no more decimals left? We just have 2 inches. So you take that final answer and you put it in here. So your final answer, you guys, is going to be 1 yard, 2 feet, and 2 inches. And all of this is equal to 62 inches. And if you look at the answer, we did get it right. Okay? Hope that made sense. So here we are. We just did a concept and an example. So this is a sneak peek of what Studopia would look like. I hope you loved it, and I look forward to welcoming you to the Studopia family.